Good morning and welcome back to KSNT News here on your Tuesday morning. Always a pleasure to welcome our KSNT Doctor On Call, Dr. Tim Borchers from Stormontville. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
What is going on around the area right now?
We're going to talk today about vaping. Everybody is aware of just how much this has increased in recent years.
Yeah.
And you know, for some who don't even know exactly what vaping is, you know, it's the use of an electronic device or e-cigarette to convert a liquid into an aerosol. And these aerosols contain nicotine, they contain flavorings, and they contain chemicals like humectants that keep that moisture in the aerosol so it's less irritating to our lungs.
Well, it certainly seems like we cannot hear enough about this. And like you said, that's because these numbers are just staggering. Why has it been such an increase in numbers in the last few years?
So to the numbers, from 2011 to 2018, we've seen use in high schoolers, and this is at least monthly use in high schoolers, go from 1.5% to over 20%. We've seen use in middle schoolers go from half of 1% to over 5%. Now contrast that with adults. So adults between 18 and 64, it's about 3 to 5%, and adults over 65, it's less than 1%. Yeah. But as to your question as to why, one, advertising. These companies are allowed to advertise where traditional cigarettes have not. TV and radio, and there's a large online presence. Two, flavorings. These flavorings make it really attractive to kids, and a lot of kids admit to starting it because of the flavoring, not even knowing that these products contain so much nicotine.
Well, and of course, with students being so young, a lot of them just really don't understand how damaging this can be on your health. Break down these health effects for us.
Well, sure. It's still nicotine. It's still addictive. And in the kids, the use of nicotine just predisposes them to that addiction. It still shouldn't be used, you know, by pregnant women. It can still cause miscarriages and you know, preterm labor. You know, as far as, you know, some of these flavorings, you know, these are chemicals that might have been approved by the FDA for use in products that we eat or drink, but they're not approved, you know, for things that we inhale. So, you know, there's the potential negatives to the respiratory tract or the lungs. You know, we've heard case reports of people going into respiratory failure from vaping.
Yeah. Well, and one question is, a lot of people feel like they're being healthier, not smoking cigarettes and doing the vaping instead. Is there really, truly any health benefits to this?
So while they contain a great many toxins, they're certainly less than a traditional cigarette. So yeah, it probably is less dangerous long term, perhaps less potential for causing cancer and those kinds of things, but still the addiction is high. There have been some who would advocate use of e-cigarettes to help adults quit smoking, but the data for that is really not very convincing.
Okay, an important topic, no doubt about it, all around the nation and certainly here locally. Dr. Borchers, thank you so much for being here this morning to break that down for us.